Okay, let's just get to the chase. Cut to the chase. Welcome to the stream. Do. Yeah, shoot, I forgot. Let's do this real quick. And hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Let's get this autofocused. Come on. Autofocus. Hey, are you gonna work? There we are. We're good to go. We're good to go. So, last night, as you know, I cut the stream early because I was having issues with my audio. And that seems to be fixed right now. I think I'm gonna be good to go. So, I'm not gonna dilly-dally much further. I just want to get into the story, honestly. So let's just do this. As you probably know, the other thing is that I did get M1 trigger last night. And I've been playing around with that a bit, and I got a pretty good run in Shield Defense. I did not record it, and I don't think I will record it or upload. But that's besides the point. Let's actually get into the story. I'm streaming at 1080p because that's what I've been doing recently. Also, I've completely stopped streaming to Twitch because it's just there's too much bandwidth required for that. It doesn't work as well as I need. Alright. Might turn up some audio a bit further. There we go. I just don't want to be, like, deafened completely. Becomes another tough job. Well, since we're Faith, then we should be good, right? Why, it's perfect timing. I feel like I've heard that before. Mayor sent a message earlier saying, give me a call when both you siblings are together. An official message from the mayor usually means something big is about to happen. Should we contact him right away? Let's do this. Encrypted line after a few seconds of whispering white noise. Familiar image and voice emerge from the audio-visual device.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well.
Alright. Let's check some audio levels real quick. I'm just concerned about this. See, I just want to make sure it's a decent volume for everyone. Do. Okay. It seems I could boost it a little bit, at the very least. Let's see. Check! Okay. Alright. Let's turn this up to 6 right there. Alright, is that better for the music? In-game music. I'm just gonna be silent for a bit. Let it play out. Alright, and then I just do this.
The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Wi-Fi Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
Okay, I can still turn it up a bit. And same thing with my mic audio, I think. All right, check. How's this working? And I can turn on the... Okay, this seems pretty fair. This seems fair. I think this'll work. Okay. Let's close that out. And now we're good to keep going.
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air quality itself? Do you have any plans to address it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic.
Okay, what are we doing?
But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the dangers still posed by the exaltists. Miasma
Of course.
is a natural byproduct within the hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's all because of the exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices. And now miasma is spreading rampantly within the hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the exaltists' plan to seize control of Wi-Fi Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the exaltists' influence in the region.
But the exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived.
Ooh, shall we go?
Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Wi-Fi Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Wi-Fi Peninsula have been significantly restricted.
I see.
But investigations and operations by the city government in Wi-Fi Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Wi-Fi Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the exaltist threat.
General Lorenz.
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Wi-Fi Peninsula before, so why'd they show up now?
Good question.
Wi-Fi Peninsula is a key porcelain production area after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Wi-Fi Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
I see.
Sounds like a power game between TOPS and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Wi-Fi Peninsula.
Interesting.
Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, But with poor Salumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests.
Interesting.
I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunque's summit can act directly this time.
I see.
But for you, Phaethon,
We are going to be the third player. The fourth player.
Yes, Phaethon, a legend among proxies, an outlaw of the underground, the last disciple of a secret research institute, Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand, the one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
Uh-huh.
to be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage.
And guess who's the protagonist? Wise.
I spotted
Wisely.
the name Obol Squad on the Defense Forces unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support.
Indeed. Let's
Their
go.
commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists and Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
So,
Mhm.
we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as Special Holotech Advisors and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult-to-remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolda in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolda and Obol Squad.
Of course.
I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
And we're gonna need it. Let's do this. Taking down the Exaltist Defense Force. Looks like this job won't be easy. We don't run into trouble. Hey, we get to team up with Obol Squad again. Soldier 11 Trigger will be happy to see you too, right, Wise? Yeah, sure. Of course, a couple of new acquaintances we've crossed paths with before. But before heading out, maybe we should let Ishwa and Chifu and the others know. Of course. Spawned right behind me. Ignore that. I'm expecting you, Wise. Don't give me that Ishwan Shifu's all-knowing look. I only knew because the mayor contacted me in advance. Okay. It seems that really is why you're here. Uncle Summit is on good terms with the mayor, so we can't be directly involved in the Defense Forces affairs. Yikes. Which means I have no choice but to send my talented student. Which is, in our case, Wise. What a wise guy. Doo-doo. I will not bring shame into the sect, but I'll just say leave it to your disciple. Shaming the sect is the least of our worries. The Exaltists play dirty. The Defense Force throws its weight around. You're neither skilled enough nor strong enough to deal with either of them alone. Okay. Act with the utmost caution. Your own safety has to come first before you try to help anyone else. Of course. Alright, Sweebian Temple isn't going anywhere. Get a good night's rest here tonight, then go take care of what you need to do. Of course. Night has already fallen. And talk to Ben Bell one last time. Defense Force sent word. We're meeting up with Obol Squad tomorrow morning. Coordinates are in the Lemnian Hollow. Meeting in the Hollow? Okay. Link up with the Obol Squad during the operation. Afterward, we're to return to their base together. Supposedly, it's meant to help us work more smoothly with Obol Squad and to test our capabilities as the Mayor's special envoys. I've spent the whole afternoon tuning the HDD device. It's pretty much done. You should take it easy and rest up for tomorrow's operation. Go to sleep. Alright. Do not go gentle into that good night. Here we go. And a dream made from electric impulses and numerical signals in Magus's memory. Oh, so we're looking at the defense force point of view right now. Okay.
The Hollow hit City Center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid.
Mm-hmm. It seems like his soul is in the back.
This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Agamemnon?
Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup. Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup.
Oh boy.
Fall back, Orpheus.
Fall back. No, we have to kill it. Whatever it takes. Get back.
And that seems to be Yishuan's sister.
I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone. We can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back.
So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus?
I'm curious.
Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
I'm curious.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep-talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
Got a
It's not
point.
sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus. I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
New area. Captain Magus, squad member Orphe, I've been waiting here for you. You left the sniper to wait here all alone? That's not how an assault trooper should operate, Orphe. But you were the one who woke up late. I told you that was a necessary systems check and maintenance. I know, getting into position early to cover their squad mates is part of a sniper's job too, isn't it? Let's head to the operation briefing before the colonel scolds everyone in Obol Squad for being late. Reckless rookie. Let's see what this... Good morning, soldier. I'm on guard duty, so please don't engage in conversation with me. Oh, am I interrupting your work? Sorry. You're supposed to be on guard duty, not checking on some girl's tail. What? A talking tail? This isn't a tail, it's Captain Magnus. I'm talking to you, soldier. Sorry, Captain. Sorry, soldier. I'll stay focused on my post. Alright, Captain Magus, let's head to the combat briefing. Heard so much about how amazing Obol Squad is, but wow, they're even cooler in person. A Bangu called Mercury is so cool. Let's see what other soldiers have to say. Salute. Salutes. What do you have to say? Calm veteran. Word is there's some tough customers on this mission. Hello, soldier. Hello, Captain. Hello. Looking sharp there, soldier. You must be a seasoned veteran, huh? I never even took part in the battle for the old capital. How could I possibly call myself a veteran? Veterans who've seen those kind of battles, these days they're few and far between. So it's truly an honor to meet you. When I heard that Obol Squad and Colonel Isolde would be joining the operation, I just knew we are headed for a glorious victory. Glorious victory, being able to fight for honor. It's a privilege, really. Let's go, Orphe. It's time for the operation briefing. Now I want to talk to other people first. It's Isolde. There she is. Alright. Obol Squad, assemble. Salutes, Captain Magus. Even after all this time, Soldier 11 has remained disciplined and focused. That's what you call a model soldier. Let's go. Huh? Aren't I a model soldier? You see, you're a soldier too. If you join the scout seed, you'd definitely be an honor scout. Thanks, Orphe. I feel like there's a memory somewhere in my past, something about being in the scouts. If I weren't busy taking care of Seed Senior, I'd absolutely be an honored member. Captain, we've got about 12 or 13 push-ups worth of time before we're late for the operation briefing, depending on whether we're doing them one-handed or two. Let's hurry to the operation briefing, or we'll be punished as problem squad members before we ever get the chance to become honored ones. Yeah, it sounds about right. I'll park Seed Senior here before heading to the meeting. If Seed Senior isn't coming to the briefing? He's way too tall. He'd end up lifting the whole tent. It'll look ridiculous. Not exactly the serious atmosphere Captain Magus wants. I see. He sold it. Members of Obol Squad are gathered around the command table. And let's go.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltus stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltus communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obol. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations.
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obol Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yes.
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obol Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
We're going to the Hollow. Into the Hollow. Into the Hollow.
The Exaltists have long plagued Life Bay Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obol Squad, gear up and get ready!
Let's go!
Obol Squad reporting in. We are at the target hollow.
All right.
In position.
Okay.
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Someone pretty important. That Obol Squad handling.
They're very powerful. But also a very nice person.
Did you do that?
Person envoy exactly.
Save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the Hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them.
I see. So, any more lines?
That's what Colonel Isolde said.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
Really? I just hope the captain doesn't end up chewing out the envoy later.
Alright. Oh, I'm quite like Captain Magus. Hey,
We
Wise.
successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolda's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolda say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Proxy?
So this is the amazing Mr. Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Mr. Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obol Squad.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
Okay.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero.
Okay.
Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Obol's mission, or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
Otherwise what?
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Alright, cool.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us, Obol Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects Hollow data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolda have any objections. That wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Okay, let's get moving. Uh-oh.
There are more enemies than we expected.
Agent, report your status!
Let's provide cover fire! The enemy reinforcements keep coming!
Agent, be your copy! I'm on firepower!
Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest!
Agent spotted!
Speed and the others should be okay.
The fastest way to restore combat, disable the nearby gas. Ether activity is rising around us. Keep an eye out.
Stuff is going on.
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
And this is Seed.
Aegis Squad has reached the OD. Please recalibrating. Red Squad, do you copy? Seats in this comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first. Then regroup with the captain ASAP.
Oh my goodness, the audio is so loud.
The captain have met up safely.
The area's all clear now. All those annoying pests.
Come in, Red Squad. Do you copy?
Seems that annoying signal interference is still floating around in the air.
The enemy control room is just ahead.
I gotta listen to all the audio, man.
Communications here.
All right. Found the jammer switch.
Aegis Squad, come in.
Clear, Captain.
We just put down the enemy's jammer.
That's so loud, dude.
Are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
New objective. Shut down the ether transmission system.
I might have to turn down the audio a tiny bit. The dialogue stays up. The sound effects. Let's turn that down a little bit. Switch link ether transmission device. Successful decryption signal flashes from Seed Senior's data port, and the once turbulent ether in the transmission system grows still.
Remote support. In position.
Transmission system has been shut down.
Great. That cuts off the supply of miasma.
Eliminate the remaining enemies. Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Roger. Aegis Squad has...
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
What's a coffin? It's a thing where people are laid to rest.
Laid to rest? Oh, you mean like Seed Senior?
Ether research device built by Porcelain Limex. Alice calls it Obscura. Obscura, that was in the report we handed over to Commander Isolde. Are these just regular ether research equipment? I doubt it's that simple. Anything tied to the Exaltus is bound to be suspicious. I felt something ominous too. Are you saying the Defense Force has some information on it? Look at the intel when you need to know. For now, let's keep moving. A difficult person to work with. Don't be discouraged, Mr. Special Envoy. I've been around the captain for a while and still think... And keep moving. Okay. Wise. With the bang boo. Getting EOS.
The unknown device. Now analyzing. Network communication structure detected.
Interesting.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy.
Thank you very much.
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
Professionals have
Communication
standards.
structure analysis 50% complete.
I'm just slowly taking my time. Interesting. Wait, what's up with the moon? Hold up, we got these orbs. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that have significance? I'm trying to figure out if any of these things have significance. And also, the moon. What's going on with the moon up there? Very interesting, very peculiar. I'm fairly intrigued.
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex. To be honest, they look pretty ominous.
Porcelumex? That's the company working with the Exaltists, right?
Not everyone in the company is bad. Hopefully.
Even if they're not all bad, plenty still played a part in this.
That may be true. But most ordinary employees were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
And what about you? Were you forced or pressured into becoming a proxy?
Obstacles are blocking Aegis Squad's path to our rendezvous point. Let's clear them while we wait for them. Well, that's of course. Let's do this.
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all his hard work, too.
You all carried the operation.
I was just doing my duty, of course.
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex inspection.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself.
Okay.
But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting.
Sounds good. But I just realized I'm putting my thumb up like this kind of weird because longer.
Well, to be honest,
than
it
I'd
was
expect.
Trigger and
I
Soldier
don't know.
11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
I see.
Seed Senior. Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field.
Now, what does that mean?
Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obol Squad's comms channel, also seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, Winning over these girls might be easy, but as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates unknown to the Defense Force.
Of course.
But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's scales are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
I got this.
Phaethon, after all. Let's go. Oh, what's going on over there?
Inside those devices. Those are all sacrifices?
Feed. Confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Now we're all clear.
Obol Squad. All enemies eliminated.
Of course. Gotta have the cool cutscene. Thank you very much. Enjoyed that. Exaltus captives.
The rambling old man is a little Seed's trophy.
The final sacrifice is about to begin.
What?
How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Hey, Seed Senior. You gotta be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator, which often drives them to act unpredictably. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
I see.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers!
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them?
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon. Specifically, the section designated for Magus.
They have a protocol for this?
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura and the factories that produce them are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Wi-Fi Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian Division could deal with that many monsters.
The entire Obsidian Division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
Of course.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that all Obscura have sacrifices in them. The Obscura devices I saw on Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point, but there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant!
Oh, we get to see Sarah's player model. Not player model, but yeah, you see. Military's operation has started. You're to provide cover for the Overseer's ritual. Every action leads us closer to meeting our Lord. Everything for the Creator, Lady Sarah. The defense force is overwhelming numbers, and we've taken heavy losses lately. With what little strength we have left, we don't need to achieve victory. Our mission is to buy time. The sacrifices are inevitable. Fortunately, the defense force isn't exactly driven by the noble duty they claim to uphold. As long as the Overseer completes the ritual, then we've already won. May the Creator refine you. May the Creator refine me! Nah. Obsidian Division has temporarily taken over Seagaze Road as our base of operations. This will be our staging area for the upcoming mission. But there seems to be way more people at the base today? Probably some sort of operation being coordinated. Anyway, let's report back to Isolde first. Let's see what's going on over here. I gotta talk to everyone. I just do that. Guard duty. You say. Oh, I didn't realize there was someone down here. Salutes. They don't want to talk. Trigger, do you want to talk? Thank goodness you're okay, Proxy. When you and the captain were surrounded by enemies, I was really worried about you both. Bullet almost didn't make it in time. Don't worry about it. It's our top priority. I mean, protecting citizens like you, Proxy. Orphe might seem a little hesitant at times, but she's actually a skilled and brave soldier. Captain Magus comes off as harsh and short-tempered, but she's the kind of person who would risk everything for her squad and for new Eridu. Or rather, she already has. Yeah, I think I got that. What do you gotta say? Wasn't for Seed and Trigger shutting down the Exaltus equipment, the captain and I would have been in for one hell of a fight. I mean, that was a big help, but Trigger and Seed Senior were just as important. The Exaltus systems were pretty basic. It just took a little tinkering to shut them down. Your ability to handle machines so effortlessly is amazing, Seed. I wonder if I could learn to do so with enough practice. It's talent, pure talent. I can always sense it. You've got a similar gift, right, Proxy? Sure. We'll go with that. You got anything to say? Major Joe. Adjutant. Let's see. You sold.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Obol Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obol? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'll have to give that some thought. Captain Magus, let's see here.
I'll have to think about that. I do remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
Alright, this is so much fun.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me, and her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Yeah, I'm a bit curious about this. You have anything to say, Morphe? Nope. Okay, that's the same voice line. Alright. Major General's adjutant. Adjutant, sir. Major General's guest has arrived. Please follow me, you two. The Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. Alright. And follow the adjutant's lead and head with Isolde into the Major General's tent on the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obol Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obol Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance. So I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
This is how we're treated. Life in the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General Lorenz was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago, and was promoted to a general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. It'd be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. The truth behind it? To be exact, the cause behind my squad's failure back then. Magus has always been concerned about it. I'm getting off track, but the point is, you can count on us. Whether it's Obol Squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier, we'll give everything to protect you. Of course. Briefing on the military operation, Isolde takes her leave. Let's talk about rude. All the Defense Force generals, their son blessing. Restrictions on going out and contacting the outside world. You might as well be a prisoner. But if you're just going to back down to the rest of that Sweeben Temple, you shouldn't be stopped, right? Proxy's been nabbed by the Major General. And why do you look so happy, Seed? Don't make fun of your comrades suffering, Seed. Major General guy's a real pain, huh? So if the Proxy doesn't get along with him, that must mean they're alright. It sounds silly, but also somehow makes sense. I heard all of that. You're also the type to eavesdrop on people. I've been aware of your presence for a while now, Proxy, and for the record, I was not talking behind your back. Proxy, the ever so level of Proxy, always listening in with those keen ears. Obol Squad's a bunch of goofs, I'll tell you that. I'm playing for the next mission. Initial recon is complete. Next up is... ... Attempt to return. Sorry, orders from above. You're not allowed to leave. Argue with facts and logic. I don't know who you are, but there's no argument to be had. Orders are orders. You okay, Wise? And comrade, Wise is a special envoy sent by the mayor. Show them respect. The mighty Mr. Wise got taken down a notch. I'm just following orders. Following orders is a soldier's duty. I understand where this soldier's coming from. I hope you understand, Crimson Gloom. Okay. Please don't make this difficult. Stuck.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just... so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary Proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obol Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
Okay.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obol Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows.
Of course.
We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
No point fighting it, so you allow a soldier to fasten the tracker, more like an electronic shackle to your ankle. Thanks to Defense Forces signal jamming, the only wireless frequencies still functioning Wi-Fi Peninsula are military ones. For now at least, say farewell to the friends anxiously awaiting your replies on Knock Knock.
My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Womp. As I'm thinking about this, Proxy, don't look so down. It's time for Obol's regular equipment maintenance. Come join us. Is that okay? Do you agree, Captain Magus? Making sure our tech folks have reliable gear is crucial, so if you want to drop by, Proxy, go right ahead. Not that I could fix anything even if I did. Really, I mean, I couldn't detect any gear on the Proxy, but I can't shake this strange feeling. Like the Proxy has some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. Don't worry, Proxy. Seed can be a bit hard to follow at times, but when it comes to tech, you can always count on her. That's great. It's just a routine maintenance check. Come on, Proxy. Stop being so wishy-washy. Do-do-do. Whole squad is all here. Alright, time to start today's routine maintenance. Inspector on duty, squad member Seed. First up for inspection, Mercury. Mercury here. Let me take a look and see if this little Colby's got anything wrong with it. I always get nervous when Seed does my checkup. Antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn out. Gotta remember to get those parts replaced. If Colby can't hear me on the radio during the operation, I'm gonna kick your butt. Aye aye. Next up is Trigger's sniper rifle. Gotta blow my nose real quick. I'm having issues. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Trigger sniper rifle. I'm counting you again. I'm counting on you again, Seed. I only need one look to tell your weapon's in flawless shape, just like always, Trigger. The sniper's weapon is their soul in the battlefield, after all. Here we go. Boring. Now it's Orphe and Captain Magus's turn. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Let's get this straight. You're not laying a finger on me. Calm down, Captain. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton is good shape overall, Orphe, but your tail shows way more wear. No doubt to the Captain's reckless fighting style. The Captain gives it her all in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphe's movements. As for Captain Magus... Captain Magus, you're using that nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? See, you can't stand that smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Nitro fuel oil again? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you seriously attacking your captain's dental hygiene? And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Stares straight into the Proxy's eyes. Impossible as it seems, it almost feels like she can see right through to the HDD. That can't be possible, right? Eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection complete. You're just looking for an excuse to stare into the Proxy's eyes. Now that everyone's finished their equipment checks, you're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear's serviced at the armory. Hey, Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes, too. Uh-huh. And confirm that the military really is restricting your freedom of movement with Obol Squad, so you return to the tent to rest. Tent offers some cover from the soldiers' gazes, and re-establishing the connection with the HDD brings a small sense of relief.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
Aha. I'll send over the data from my eyes
I
right
saw
away.
some new data with my eye implant in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
When the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Wise, just like always.
Of course.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Obol Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
Bed beneath you feels so foreign, you hardly rest well at night, but as with all things, it eventually passes. A commotion rises from the outpost beyond the tent. That's Orphe and Seed's voices. Let's go check out what's happening. Hey in there, little Bang Boo. Is this the little one you bought back from the hollow? Yes, Captain. The Bang Boo's squad seems to have been attacked. I received the Bang Boo's distress signal and rushed over. What? What about the soldiers in the squad? They were all lying there covered in blood. I mean, the not breathing kind of lying there. Oh. Okay. This Bang Boo probably recorded what happened when they ran into the enemy, but it's badly damaged. Do we have any technicians at base? I'm a technician. Proxy, you know how to fix a Bang Boo? Please help this little guy. I'll leave it to you, Proxy. Okay. Video footage will be stored and images from inside the hollow stream out to the Bangu's data port.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltus troops in disguise? No. They emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them down! Reporting in! We've got casualties! We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right! We need backup! It's just as the Overseer said! Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator!
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape, so there's no way the Exaltus should be aware of our progress. Need to report this to Isolde. Let's go. And together with Obol Squad, you brief Isolde on what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obol Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunquay Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Obol Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus!
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Of course, let's go.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust that people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Obol never fails a mission.
And two main objectives. First, to gather intel on the miasma soldiers, and second, to eliminate the key Exalta's bases. Get ready and move out. In a surprise attack, every second counts. Let's go!
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
Alright.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
That is a good question.
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obol Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return. Enemy target detected.
Encrypted documents detected on this device. Accessing. Answering the Overseer's call, wrongfully killed soldiers rise from the underworld, cloaked in flames of vengeance. As for why the Defense Force soldiers would fight for us, the Overseer was rather vague. Perhaps they too were blessed with witnessing the Creator's true form in the underworld. Files stored in this device are incomplete. Remaining intelligence needs to be obtained elsewhere. Wrongfully killed soldiers, but those ones emerging from the miasma were wearing 11-year-old uniforms, and they died protecting New Eridu. Exalted scum, how dare they desecrate the honor of fallen soldiers. Unforgivable.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obol Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltus to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltist's attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flanks so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltist's main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in the Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important?
Uh-oh.
I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. Obol soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obol, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Point.
Alright.
Here. The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Activate.
Second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. This an ambush. We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials. I'm not late, right?
What do we got here? Control panel. Encrypted documents detected on this device accessing. We may be working with Porcelumex, but they aren't exactly saints. They'd sacrifice everything for profit. The soldiers didn't die protecting the city. The truth is, the file ends here without warning.
Oh?
Just what have these Exaltists learned? It's nothing but a distraction they planted on purpose to mislead us. And still, it's clear that Exaltus remnants were spooked by the Major General's unit acting so recklessly. That's why they moved the key data early. Guess we have no choice but to press on.
Elite targets have appeared.
That's the kind of fight Obol Squad been waiting for.
Oh, Captain! Oops, I can't really control my strength. Cover me, Porky. Leave it to Steve. It'll be okay.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've got something else going on at the same time.
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
Uh-oh. This ain't great, is it?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obol, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumex safety inspection.
A reception banquet for a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Escorted by the troops, Lorenz and Lucro withdraw from the stronghold.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to.
Yep.
Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities.
Yep.
Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time.
I wasn't paying attention on what happened with the previous one. Naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Lemnian Hollow, illuminated by flickering candlelight. More Sarah. Great Overseer, the Defense Force took the bait just as planned, and they're feeling pretty proud of themselves. Perfect. They've wasted enough time on meaningless distractions. And that foolish general thinks he's already claimed enough victories. They won't be throwing major forces at us anymore, though the price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the troops you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. The soldiers fighting soldiers. It's cruel, really. Still, if it's for the right cause, then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely. If that greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have other intentions, but you'll still open the path to the Creator, won't you, Great Overseer? I've wandered in confusion along this path more than once, but the whispers I heard were true, without a doubt. Once I've achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you. Which means your sacrifice and mine are justified. But Faithlin is with the Defense Force right now, and that one's a real handful. Not the type to let things go easily. And that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn in our side. I've noticed. That youngster may be an unexpected variable, but I've already set the course for how their tale unfolds. Really? Interesting. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangements are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. Of course. Evil minds that plot and destruction. The sorcerer of death's construction. Cheers and laughter echo from the military camp, which has been so quiet the past few days. Why is the Defense Force base so lively? What's going on? Let's ask around and see what soldiers know. We should have wiped out that scum a long time ago. They threw Wi-Fi Peninsula into total chaos, and poor workers paid the price for it. Uh-huh. Friendly soldier and trigger. Obol Squad hadn't broken through head-on. Our plan to strike from the flank wouldn't have gone nearly as smoothly. They're the ones who put in the work and got results. Shouldn't they get most of the credit? And stuff going on. Hey. Okay, I guess I'll have to talk to you guys later. We're gonna take all the credit. Our squad was the first to break into the Exaltus headquarters. And this time, we're gonna take all the credit. Uh-huh. I see you're here too. Oh, a new face, and not in uniform either. You must be that outside help for the... what was it? Obol Squad? Thanks to the brilliant leadership of the Major General and his adjutant, we secured an easy victory. Sure, you didn't land the big win, but you still played a part. Hey, what's with that look? We're celebrating our victory here. Don't be such a buzzkill, okay? Uh-huh. Excuse me. What's going on? Welcome back, Envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you return safely. You're really laying it on thick, huh? With such modesty. Still, if you're acting on behalf of the Mayor and Defense Force matters, I'm sure your words hold real authority with the city administration. We owe it to the Major General's forces that we were able to reclaim a significant cache of the porcelain without incident. Assets Ferox had handed over to the Exaltists, which are in fact Porcelumex's property. It's quite the haul. The Major General and I go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he's someone you can count on. I know I'm just a shrewd, profit-minded trader, and I also know there's been some bad blood between you and the Major General, but that doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table, so naturally I'm pleased you made it back in one piece. About Porcelumex and the Exaltists, it's true that certain individuals within Porcelumex, including Mr. Ferox and his team, engaged in unlawful activities with the Exaltists. The shameful and pathetic Mr. Ferox is now in custody, and with the Major General's support, we've tracked down his subordinates who escaped into the Hollow. Porcelumex is clean of any further criminal associations. Regarding the so-called Obscura devices, while they were created through Ferox's dealings with the Exaltists, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they're made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company. We'll recover each of the Obscura once the Defense Force finishes assessing their risk. Their risk? Yes. Colonel Isolde stated in the report that the Obscura could pose an extreme risk, even going so far as to order an evacuation of Wi-Fi Peninsula for public safety. It's gotten too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Interesting. These guys sure know how to take it easy. They're already planning the victory party right after winning. So what's the Defense Force's next move? Next move? There isn't one. Major General believes the key members of the Exaltists have been wiped out and their base cleared. As far as he's concerned, we've already won. Never thought victory would come so easily. Exaltists won't be that easy. You faced the Exaltists more times than anyone. Proxy, your insight is valuable. But even so, the Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. As for the Obscura, Colonel Isolde is taking our intel and the risk posed by the sacrifices very seriously. She's already preparing to evacuate the citizens of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We'll stay on guard here to protect the civilians until everyone's been evacuated and all Obscura in the city have been cleared. It's thanks to Isolde's leadership that we were able to locate so many Obscura across the city before the operation began, too. Did the Colonel know about the risk of the Obscura all along? Since everyone's taking a break, why don't you relax a little too, Proxy? I'm heading back to the camp with the captain. Want to join us for a bit, Proxy? Sure, why not? Despite your doubts, with cheers ringing out through the night all around you, you find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with the two soldiers. As the Obol Squad settles in at their quarters, the troops are already preparing to celebrate.
Everyone! The Exaltists, the threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before! Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will remain a threat until they're eliminated. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishan Sufu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunkwei Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
Do. Hello? With Red Dead Redemption? I'm still streaming the story. Would you like to be included in the audio? Alright. The thing is, I am, like, reading aloud some things that, like, aren't being said, so... If you don't want to be spoiled, then... I guess... I don't know. Do you want the stream link or no? Alright.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal.
For anyone watching, I do have someone on Discord right now. He hasn't spoken yet, but you're unmuted.
I'm muted.
You're unmuted the entire time, bruh.
I was like talking like, oh, I thought you were listening.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
You don't need to worry about the story beats. If I hear it out of context, it won't make sense to me.
Okay.
God.
All right. That's good.
Goodness gracious.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry too much about me
Sure
listening.
Senior would stop us.
I was about to say I was gonna do a little bit of just some shield defense or some Lost Void stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want
Do some
anyone
Team
ending up in
Labby.
front of a military tribunal either.
All right.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obol Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
What was I doing again?
Thank you, Proxy.
But as Phaethon, I have no right to stop moving forward. Okay? Excuse me,
Why
Mr.
don't you
Special
meet the
Envoy.
Robinsons?
The Colonel asked me to pass on a message. Some bigwig from TOPS is here to see you. From TOPS? Don't ask me about the specifics. You'll just have to go see for yourself. Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like reading aloud like all the stuff that's not being said. So it
You
does
don't
take
seem
more.
to understand. New Eridu isn't yours to conquer.
Oh, hello, Damien. How you doing? You meet with Damien after dark and fill him in on what Lucro is doing.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltis stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in TOPS any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquei Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquei Summit for assistance either. But if it's to keep you safe...
It's alright. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Now, just who might you be? Just as Damien finishes speaking, a small figure suddenly springs out from behind him.
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. I bet you're coming in 2.4, aren't you? You're gonna be part of 2.4. Well, yeah.
It's funny. Most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Oh my lord, this sheet defense level 6 is rough. If I
Allow
were just
me
my
to
normal
introduce
team.
you. This is Miss Zhao
Getting
from
whooped.
TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance
Alright,
Authority.
Miyabi, carry me to the end of
Ms.
this.
Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect,
Dang.
decide on, and enforce regulations.
My butt whooped.
Brutal competition
Wow.
is an inherent flaw of the market
Okay, I'm
system.
destroying this.
For the members at the round
I'm
table,
destroying that.
it doesn't
Jeez,
matter if
zums,
the
this
company's
mic was
executives
beating
are
my
tearing
butt.
each other apart. However,
Can't
the
do anything
condition
about it.
is that all actions
About
by the
to make
company
me
and
commit
its management
mass
must comply with the
littering.
core rules and interests of the Alliance.
In game.
The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I
that's a
see Miss
scary
Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior
this
or your
up.
disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better
that
than letting
booster.
someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Oh no, wait, this is not what I wanted.
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some understanding of the way
Oh
Damien
no, this
does
ain't gonna
things.
go.
He's determined to survive this brutal
Unfortunate.
game, but he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and
Okay,
beautiful
still have a
eyes.
chance.
I hope you'll never
Oh,
become
it's
the
an
enemy
ice
of
res.
Krampus.
Yippee.
And that when those
I
eyes
shoulda
look at me
known.
again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Oh, I'm doing barely damage.
She may have been small in stature, but her commanding presence nearly overshadowed the disheveled Damien beside her. Well, that's great. Can't wait for this agent to be in 2.4. Let's go. It's getting late. Let's head back to the tent and get some rest. Beep-bop, 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 beep-bop.
Oh, cool. Even the enemy has iframes. Oh, that's so fun.
Yep. Roxy! Roxy? It's not time to sleep yet. I came all this way with Squad Member C to invite you to our special nighttime operation. Ah, special night off? Follow us, and you'll see, Proxy. Alright. Shh. Move quietly and stay low, just like a snake. So what's going on now? The Seed and Trigger quietly creep up behind Orphe and suddenly launch a surprise attack.
I don't like what I'm hearing.
Soldier Orphe.
I'm getting a whole different feel for this.
What?
Like, are you sure you're playing the story?
I'm playing the story. It's just...
I don't know. I don't like this. I don't know what I'm hearing. Like, without context, it's kind of concerning.
Now you have a proxy as an accomplice too?
Oh no, I'm
It's
just
not
doing
what it looks
practically
like, Orphe.
shit damage at
I
this
have no
point.
idea those two were planning to scare you.
I did what?
Captain Magus is asleep.
Oh, I'm
Wake
cooked.
her up.
There's
We
no
should
way I'm
let
gonna
her
get
rest.
back from this. Oh, that's great!
It's over.
Because my stun character can't stun. and my only underdeveloped
time for the
electric anomaly
captain's
character is
self-diagnostics?
not great.
Is
Ugh.
Orphy more worried
I
about
barely
waking
struggle with
the
my first
captain,
team.
or about
Wait.
the captain catching you secretly enjoying
I know
some
what I can do.
prohibited items?
I'm not using my brain big enough.
Alright, I'm gonna read this out to you without context. Seed, is Orphy more worried about waking the captain, or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me! First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine.
Welcome.
Be careful what you're going to say. You're gonna be
I
canceled.
am streaming!
Is it stream?
Yes, this is
Okay.
stream chat. Yeah, I am playing
Well, I had to,
story.
I had to turn on my camera for a moment to show you guys something I got.
Alright,
Do not care.
this is not going to be shown on stream, by the way. I'm just... That's a sword!
I know.
Dude!
I got a sword.
No, no, no! That's awesome! I know what that is.
Yeah, it's from Spirit Halloween.
Oh.
$17.
$17. It has the exact shape of the
Yes,
Goblin Cleaver.
Yes.
Or Christ.
The handle
Let's
is
go!
very Lord of the Rings.
This is evil.
Just
The
because it's
sword is
Spirit Halloween
long.
doesn't mean it's not
This
cool.
sword is long. Like, compared to me, like,
It's good.
but if I hold it to my side, it, like, touches the ground.
That's funny.
It's long, but it's cool.
The sword is long. It's very long. It's very, very good.
Oh, wow, look, it's the back of my computer.
I see. Well, in
I
that
gotta do
case,
dishes.
back to the
I gotta
game.
sleep with the fishes.
Sleep with the fishes.
After I'm done with you.
And I am a fish.
If I capture her with a blue, he'll be sleeping with the fish.
Okay, I actually do have to do dishes.
Hello, my name is Markiplier, and I am a fish.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's. Was that a party of 87?
Was that the site of Weighty?
Oh, I can't wait to pull that off, Comic-Con. Last year, I called someone a Freddy Fazbear like
All right.
cosplay. I'm like, is that the party of 87?
Oh no.
Second,
They weren't
the
ready
field
for that
manual
conversation.
doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive
Lord, wait,
decision
this team
to
comic was
declare
longer.
all snacks as prohibited.
Hear me out. What do you think of this team comp with lighter Bernice Jane?
I mean,
Because lighter
I
can
guess
boost
it
Bernice.
boosts Bernice damage.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Plus,
not
I
gonna
can
say
get that stun window in.
I'm not gonna say it's horrible. Like I'm
Well,
just
it's what I'm working with.
it's what you're gonna be
I
working
need-
with because you're still building up all your agents and figuring out what works. Also, you're not as involved with the meta as me, so if it works for you, it works.
Sorry, I'm not invested.
Like you have all the agents you need to clear endgame easy. That's all I'll say. Anyway, lemon flavored chips? What?
What?
Oh. Well, then why doesn't Orphy protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphy has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphy doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some
Light-
of those lemon chips with us?
Light it up.
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law
And now
doesn't
for the
punish the
diarrhea
majority,
gene.
Orphy.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored
Okay,
chips?
it is doing the job.
Count
I
me
will
in.
admit this team is doing the job because it needs that anomaly boost.
In
But,
the sea breeze of Wi-Fi Peninsula, you team up with Obol Squad to finish off the lemon flavored chips.
What?
Lemon flavored chips. Just eat a bag of lemon flavored chips. That's great. As night deepens, Seed and Trigger, who ambushed Orphy, return to the squad's camp. And just as you're about to leave, Orphy calls out to you. All right.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's
Wow, my
about the
disorder damage
captain.
is so low. I don't
About
like
the captain.
this.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain
Oh my
for
lord,
her
I should
bad
not bought
attitude
this.
toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
Okay, the minimum I need is at least A. Oh my goodness.
I trust you, Orphe. Just like you trust Captain Magus. Come to think of it, you and Magus make quite the unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct.
Come on, please, get that
No,
disorder in
the
there.
captain is more than
Why
that.
so low?
Can I trust you, Proxy?
You can trust me. Just like how you trust Captain Magus.
All right, this is gonna be an
That I
important story
freeze.
beat, I think. So I'll stay quiet.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier, here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they
Oh,
would
you're good.
comfort me. If Captain
Oh, that was
Magus
at
and
least
the
3
others
minutes.
were here.
Unfortunate for me.
But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't
no,
for
this-
these
this
cruel
ain't working.
projects,
Oh my goodness.
Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long.
Why can't they
I
make a
was also
physical
born
stun
at
agent?
that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary
Maybe focusing
soldier
on the wrong things.
as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul,
Yeah, I
stored
don't think I'll
within
be
the
able to do
weapon.
Shield 6. That is a
Even
brick
in
wall.
death, she still
'Cause you
wielded
have
as a
two
weapon
elements
by the Defense Force.
blocked.
Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted.
I really needed.
Is it really
the
a
most.
blessing or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obol Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with
I do have
sympathy,
physical stars,
pity,
Polka.
mockery,
Dang
or
it.
disgust. They all proved one
This
thing.
is Unforge.
I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person. But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obol Squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations. As a proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
I know exactly what I must do. Time for the buried light deep within. Cast aside, for there is no coming home.
Thank you very much for the pep talk. After a brief signal disruption, communication with the HDD is reestablished.
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Okay, I'm experimenting with arguably one of the worst ideas of a team, but I gotta make do with what I got.
Okay, what do you got?
Bernice, Yuzawa, and Miyabi.
What?
Because that's what I'm doing for my second team, even though clearly the content
is it like
is
ice
it's
resistant? Or what's going on?
Yeah, but disorder can just kind of hopefully negate it if I'm lucky.
Like, there's nothing wrong with that team.
Yeah, but I'm fighting like a double resistant boss of like fire and ice.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying. I mean, I listen. I did the content before where I had Miyabi Bernice. Like it was a struggle, but I got through it.
Mm-hmm.
Area lost 40 seconds.
Negative.
Fuck it.
Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obol Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Yishu Sufu?
Had green hair.
Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Sufu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishu and Sufu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense
Lord, I know
force.
what happened.
It's urgent. Come rescue him quickly. P.S. Stay low-key and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a little?
We're talking about the safety of Waifei Peninsula here. So what if it's a little exaggerated?
Come on, later.
All we can do now is pray that Greenquay Summit sends help soon.
Alright.
Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
Just as you're about to fall
Yes,
asleep,
there's the
that
disruptor
familiar
I want to
chirping
see.
breaks your peaceful slumber again.
Huh?
Slam it.
Shifu's Qingming bird? Chirp!
Qingming bird.
Qingming. Vision suddenly dims, but strangely, you don't feel afraid. When you come to your senses, you're already being carried high up in the air by bird talons. Okay. Body feels weightless like a feather drifting in the air one moment, then heavy like a stone sinking in a lake the next. The time you come back to your senses, you've already arrived.
I think I just had a dream. Am I still dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple, Fufu told me poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Wise's sister! By the way, your dear sister is here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Wise just looks a little dazed, that's all.
Alright.
I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Did Yishuan Sufu use a technique to bring me to Shuibian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Wise. What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us. We're all here for you.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
You lay out the intel calculated by Fairy, along with all accompanying suspicions and speculations for everyone.
Oh my lord, I hate this ball. I hate this enemy
Certainly
already.
sounds like
They get
good
high
business.
frames.
If the defense
so
force
unfair.
can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
Oh my
No
lord,
need
this is
to
the
be
worst
hasty.
Shi defense level I've
Let
ever
Junior
played.
Wise get some proper rest first.
You catch up with everyone at Yungqui. You still got your senior sister waiting for you up on the mountain, and can't have you getting kidnapped before you see her. I keep having these unsettling dreams lately, like something bad is about to happen. Whenever I'm on missions in Miasma-dense areas, I always hear these whispers. I'm a bit worried about you, and about your senior sister, my sister. It's not corruption systems, is it, Senior? Have the recent missions been too much? If so, let me help share the load. Don't worry so much. The sky could fall and Shifu would handle it. We'll be okay. You're right. We've still got Shifu. Alright, Yeshi Wen. Ben Yu. Alright, Belle, Jufufu, what do you gotta say? This job has been really tough on you, Wise. Senior sister is the best. Proxy without their senior sister is nothing. Those dang soldiers, how dare they look at my junior? Thank you, Jufufu. And Yishuan, what do you gotta say? Explain to Shifu in detail about the Obscura found in Wi-Fi Peninsula and the potential Exaltus bases hidden in the Hollow. The lives of Wi-Fi Peninsula's citizens are at stake. It can't be taken lightly. If the defense force refuses to step in, then Yingqui Summit will have no choice but to break the rules of engagement and take action. But now that there are threats both inside and outside the Hollow, and with so few disciples left at Shuibian Temple, we might need some reinforcements. Okay. Before Yishuan can finish speaking, an angry shout from outside cuts her off.
Hand over the proxy!
Poor Temple Gate couldn't withstand the force of the uninvited guests. It creaked open and let them into the courtyard. There we
I
go.
was wondering who would break into Shuibian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out it's soldiers from the defense force. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residences without permission. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go as they please.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused a big ruckus.
Oh
now
my
she's
lord.
ready to give you a beating.
That was
Give
awful.
me a beating.
See, Senior said that if
Yeah,
this
grade
lady
5
is
forward,
going to
I
beat
wonder
you
why.
up, you
could
probably
not beat
won't be
that.
able to stop her.
I need an extra 40 seconds to take that down.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Wi-Fi Peninsula as support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
High Preceptor Yishuan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. The person behind you, Faithin, is currently under our protection.
Under your protection? You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets and to ensure the proxy's safety.
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay? Oh, so the Proxy wasn't kidnapped by Yunquei Summit.
No, I was not.
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the proxy away, trying to extract military information.
I've never cared about military secrets. only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Eridu.
Well then, Proxy,
Take it away, but
if you
I
went
gotta
so
go
far as
get
to
a
defy
hill
military
on.
orders
I
to
gotta go
contact
diving.
Yunhui Summit,
Okay, have fun.
trust you must have had a good reason.
I'm gonna be finishing this story, and you will. All right, that's good. He left. So we're good. Once again, you lay out the current intel and situation for both parties.
You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere in the Hollow?
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until I enter the Hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as Guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't Rinkwei Summit and the Defense Force investigate, even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Uh-huh.
Wise, I just received an alert from Barry.
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow. Warning, ether activity across Lemnian Hollow is approaching record-high levels.
In charge, bug mushroom? Didn't know that was streaming. I'm glad to catch. Well, it's nice to see someone else in the chat for the first time. Thank you. Yeah, I've just been doing story stuff. For the game. Do-do-do.
Warning, at the current rate of Hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 1,026 hours.
What's that voice assistant rambling about this time?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the Hollow might just go boom.
The Exaltus in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltus control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether.
Hollow Knight. Very funny. Silk Song. There it is. You cannot escape it. I have yet to play the original game still. And I have yet to play Silk Song. Obviously because of that. I'll see if I can do that at some other point and just... I don't know.
The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltus operations.
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final sacrifice.
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still managed to lose me. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are, we wipe them out. That should eliminate the threat, right?
Wow, Captain Magus. You actually understood everything this time. Amazing.
Then let's move out. Obol Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens Wi-Fi Peninsula.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
Aha! That's how you get around with that.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunkwei Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have failed in that duty, then I'll take responsibility myself.
Of course.
Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then Defense Force soldiers, and even civilians, would pay dearly.
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and fulfill our duty to protect this place.
Here we go. about the operation
In
plans.
that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided ASAP.
Deploying all of Obol Squad would draw too much attention. I'll need to wait for the right moment. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow morning. All members of the Obol Squad, return to base and get some rest.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Tomorrow's probably going to be a long day.
Mm-hmm. And now, let's go. Hello. Hey there, Proxy. Good morning. I'm here to invite you to today's Grand Escape Strategy meeting. We're going to start evacuating civilians? Fine, if you want the dull version, I'm here to bring you to the strategy meeting. It's indeed about civilian evacuation or whatever. Alright, let's go. Head to the plaza at Phylum Heights with Seed. Squad member Seed. Proxy. All members of Obol Squad are present. Please begin the operation briefing, Colonel. With the wave from the Colonel, the rowdy ranks of soldiers quiet down.
Experimental ether units called Obscura were placed in large numbers within the Hollow and around Wi-Fi Peninsula by Porcelumex and the Exaltists. Obol Squad was the first to discover that they could hold and even generate a sacrifice. Later operations by other squads also confirmed this. That's about all we've got on the Obscura for now, and there are still many unchecked ones hidden in Wi-Fi. According to our investigations, none carrying sacrifices have been found outside the Hollow.
But we can't gamble with people's lives with some big unknown. Right, Colonel Isolde?
You're right, Orphe. Which is why we're launching the Hollow evacuation plan, starting with relocating the residents of Phylum Heights. We're moving them into the city, at least until every Obscura in the area has been inspected. The evac op will be handled by troops under the Major General. As for Obol Squad, you'll be on standby as a mobile unit, ready to jump in the moment anything goes sideways.
On standby as a mobile squad, huh? In other words, we get to move however we want for now, correct?
It's on standby at all times, not do whatever you like. Is that clear, Captain Magus?
Crystal clear, Colonel. I assure you, we will not act on our own or do anything reckless.
I'll keep an eye on the captain. I won't let Obol Squad go off script.
Why do I get the feeling something's going on between you all? Anyway, just behave. Things are bound to get messy during the evacuation, so make sure the proxy stays safe, Magus.
Of course. The proxy's a VIP under our protection, aren't you, Proxy?
Speaking of VIPs, Commander Lorenz, Mr. Lucro, and the rest of the Porcelumex higher-ups will be evacuating alongside the residents.
The big shots can't wait to run for their lives, huh?
The threat of hidden sacrifices is no joke. We can't blame the executives for saving their own hides. All right then. I'll go get the executive sorted for VIP evac. Obol Squad is dismissed for now.
Isolde.
Something on your mind, Captain Magus?
I was just wondering, Colonel. If I ever disobeyed your orders, would you be able to forgive me?
You do know there's a time and place for sarcasm in front of your squad, right, Captain Magus? But if that day ever comes, I trust that you'd have your reasons.
I know the captain always has her reasons, Colonel Isolde.
Don't tell me you're actually itching to go rogue with your captain, Orphe.
Don't worry, I'll keep her in line.
Huh? Me?
Either way, we've got each other's backs. That won't change, right?
Damn right.
Good to hear. That makes me feel a little better, Captain.
Is that a snake, dragon, or robot? It is a robot Tail. Intelligent construct, according to the game. You'll see. As Isolde's dismissed echoes through the square, the soldiers begin to scatter and leave.
Proxy! Proxy!
The way you're sneaking around whispering like that, it obviously looks like you're trying to rope me into some secret plan.
The captain said that you should sneak over and meet us over there in a bit. It'd be way too obvious if we all moved together.
Isn't the captain always right behind you? Why bother sending you over to pass on a message?
Well, because the captain's voice is way too loud. She couldn't whisper for her life.
Magus, Orphe, and the others head towards the cable car station, and let's go join them and see what they're whispering about. Is it a playable character? Yeah, sorta. You'll see. Hollow evacuation, is that big hollow going to spread to Phylum Heights? My whole livelihood is there. Don't worry, it might just be a small hollow disaster. Life is way more precious than property. You fun young folks just don't get it. I came here from the old capital. Do you know how long it took me to build up this business? Try to stay calm, work with the defense force, and leave Wi-Fi Peninsula for the time being. The hollow might settle in a few days, and you can all come right back. Don't push, don't panic. Hey, I'm talking to you! Excuse me, I have a child with me. Could you let them go first? Mommy? Our company volunteered to help maintain order here, so don't push your luck. Please follow the evacuation order and rejoin the evacuation group at once. Hey, I told you to watch your tone. You're even scarier than an ethereal. I accidentally lost track of my group. Come with me, Granny. I'll help you catch up to the main group. Here we go. Everyone evacuating. Attention citizens, due to potential disaster risks in the Lemnian Hollow, please cooperate with the defense force and evacuate Phylum Heights in an orderly manner. Citizens, please actively cooperate with the evacuation operations organized by local forces and evacuate the urban area in an orderly manner. If you encounter any security threats, please seek help from nearby defense force soldiers or follow Bangbu to evacuate from high-risk areas. Okay. It seems we got everything knocked down clear. Well, I'll be safe now. The Obsidian Division's here. I like seeing dialogue interactions all over the place. You have anything to say? Maintain formation. Everyone, watch your step and avoid crowding. Okay, no one's moving, I guess. Huh? This evacuation seems unusual. It doesn't appear to be due to hollow activity. Who knows? Who knows what could be going on? Orphe? You caught that, right, Proxy? Obol Squad's role during the retreat is standby for rapid deployment. In other words, if we sneak into the Hollow operation now, no one will catch us. Sneak into the Hollow? No, we're covertly going in to investigate for the safety of the citizens of Wi-Fi Peninsula. The captain's right. There's bound to be confusion during evacuation, and that's our perfect window to move in. Commander Isolde's arrangements just happen to work in our favor. Do you think she already knows about us? She's got nothing to do with this. If we're caught, I'll take the heat for defying orders. Time is of the essence. Get ready and let's move out, Proxy. Okay, here we go. Launch the assault! A crowd gathers at the cable car, evacuating Phylum Heights under